Hey everybody, it's Jason O'Phil and I'm your gay geeker, and today we're going to be doing the fourth entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Thor, as we prepare for our countdown to Marvel's Captain America Civil War. In 2011, Thor was released. A lot was riding on this. This was a very risky gamble. Thor, of course, starred Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. He is a fine specimen of flesh. If you don't know anything about Chris Hemsworth, he had already come to Hollywood and done 2 films. Films that had been shelved. He was living in the pool house of his agent when he got cast as Thor. Outside of Thor, I would say his career is kind of dead in the water. He can't open up a film unless he's holding that hammer. Really, Queen? But for me, the real discovery in Thor was Tom Hiddleston, who was playing Thor's half-brother Loki. Loki is not only mischievous because he is, you know, the trickster, but he has a sexiness to him that I don't even think Chris Hemsworth has. Their chemistry is great. They have a brotherly bond. So when Loki does betray Thor later in this film, feel something because you really like these characters. Natalie Portman, of course, plays Jane Foster. We could sit here and debate for hours how awful she is in the prequel trilogy, but I don't know if that's really Natalie Portman's fault or if that's really George Lucas. It's George Lucas's fault. We're just going to say that right now. When she looks at Chris Hemsworth, she has such a carnal hunger for him that I remember sitting in the audience going, "Yes, mama, yes, make out with him, yes! 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 Yes!" Once again, he's pretty. I will stand by and say that Thor is a really hard character. He is a god. You have to be godlike. You have to have a gravitas. You have to have an ego, but you also have to have a humanity. Thor has to earn his humanity. He has to earn the right to wield the hammer of Thor. And Marvel sets up his journey beautifully in this film. I do think this is one of the MCU's strongest cast films. We have Chris Hemsworth, we have Tom Hiddleston, Sir Anthony Hopkins, we have Natalie Portman, we have Stellan Skarsgård, Rene Russo, we have Idris Elba. You know how I feel about Idris Elba. And this was the beginning, for me at least, in regards to the MCU, a strengthening of its core foundation. A lot of people talk about how the MCU, the first few films, are all about world building to get to the Avengers. If those first films hadn't worked, we honestly wouldn't have gotten the Avengers. And essentially, if you think about it, Thor is the gateway to what we're now going to get with Doctor Strange, the mystical world. If they hadn't gotten so much of the mystical realm correct, the idea of magic in the real world and that universe, then we wouldn't be getting Doctor Strange. We never would have gotten Guardians of the Galaxy. So much of the world building that the MCU has done so well never would have happened. So for me, Thor is a colossal success. If it hadn't been, we wouldn't be talking about some of the movies we're going to be talking about. All right, everybody, I'm Jason O'Phil. I'm your gay geeker, and that's my review for Thor. We're going to be counting down to Marvel's Captain America Civil War right here on this channel. So, like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to this video channel. Just look up gay geeker. Just think gay, geek, and then like, you know, Tigger.
T-I-double-G-R. That spells Tigger.
All right. I will see you guys next time, and don't forget, it really doesn't matter if you're straight or gay, because we're all born geeks. Bye.